Hello folks and welcome back to our playthrough of the Chiss in Fallen Republic. The Yuuzhan Vong have begun their war, although for the most part it doesn't look like that much of a threat. They are causing damage to Hut territory though, which isn't necessarily too concerning for the moment. They've also started work on the Tian hegemony, but they haven't made it that far yet. And speaking of the Tian hegemony, we're currently at war with them because I want to take over the Commerce Guild territory. It was one of our targets from a war a few episodes ago, but because of the way things fell, I didn't get the chance to try and grab the Commerce Guild as like a tributary or a protectorate. So we're working to do that now, take that territory, and potentially move on Tian hegemony territory as well. I know I said I wasn't exactly looking to do a full like takeover playthrough, but I mean it's kind of looking that way. Actually, you know what? Thinking about it, our second fleet will send to Levian to defend. So there are some forces that are kind of crossing the way to head there. Either they're heading to Levian or they're heading to Relata, one of the two. So Castell is the only world that the Commerce Guild has, and honestly they have like no defenses there. So we'll go ahead and take it. I will say it does kind of feel like the game has slowed down a little bit since the Yuuzhan Vong invasion has started.
Our ground troops are
Could also be because I set up a visual pact with the Hut cartel, so now I pretty much see like the whole galaxy.
We've spotted enemy forces.
Alright, are these guys? They are heading towards Levian. Can Levian defend itself? Yeah, it can. It just doesn't have a gravity well, which is concerning. Then they could just bypass it and go towards Ashan, which would suck. That's probably what they're going to do. So I'll send the fleet to Ashan and then to Levian. Nab Authority, why do you have a fleet just hanging around in my space? Are you going to have to be one of our targets eventually? Probably.
Our forces have persuaded a planet to join us.
Alright. Transports. Go join up with the fleet there. Meanwhile, my little Vong Killer fleet, how are you guys looking? Still have 4 more cruisers, or heavy cruisers I should say, about to be completed. That'll take us up to like 388, and I think that'll be a good amount. Yay, removing the criminal underworld. Gradually. We still have a lot of unemployed people, though, on Ashan.
One of our space stations is taking damage.
My researchers can't be slaves, unfortunately, so that's disappointing. Was I going to focus on research here? Not really. Looking at a lot of this stuff. So maybe I should just start to replace some of this. Replace one with a hydroponic farm. Replace this with what? Mining?
The latest in scientific research is ready for field testing.
What's it called? Oh, there it was. Heavy mining network. That might be one of the issues we have right now, is just because we have so many unemployed hops on Ashan. They're just disapproving of everything. Alright, the fleet at Levian did get hit by the station, and the station seems to be doing pretty well at defending itself so far. I also realized I went over my cap on naval capacity, but I can fix that real quick. I think anyways. Let's see. Precinct House, Naval Command Post. There we go. Just start upgrading some of these, and then we'll be all good. Starfighter Assembly, Naval Command. Oh, what is going on here? Hell. I have jobs, but I can't do anything with them necessarily. Let's see. Is that the right option? I don't know. I have a lot of housing available. Yeah, we'll just fill all of these reactor districts for the moment. Victory against the Tian hegemony. Okay. That went pretty well. So I didn't even have the chance to go and actually take over the rest of their stuff. Boo. Oh well. Alright. Time to do some maintenance around here. Don't need any of these small stations. The one at Burchest I'll leave for the moment until we can upgrade the one at Rolata. Shan is the trade hub, so I kinda need to keep that. Parave, though, I don't really need that, though. Right? Nah. Actually, is this enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps away. So once I get Ashan upgraded, I'll be able to collect any of the stuff from there. How are we doing on our fleet capacity? We need some... Well, what do we need for this fleet? We need an... What? We lost our Bellator? No, we got our Bellator. Is it just because we need an upgrade? I think that's probably the reason it's saying we don't have a Bellator. That's why I hate the fleet manager, honestly, because it's just so stupid sometimes.
Constructing.
Alright, the one bad thing, though,
New ship systems have been
is
installed.
now that we've finished this, we can't go to war with the Tian hegemony for a little bit, so I guess we could focus on the Yuzhan Vong. Admiral Gurumon, I think that will probably be your goal. You'll take this fleet as well along with you. So you're already part of Group 3, so we'll just condense all of you together. Yogoi, why are you all weird? Oh, I forgot, because we probably don't... Yeah, we have humans being made, but, gotta deal with the crime eventually here. Although we do... Oh, wait. I think we have some Killiks that are part of the administration. I thought I had them set to not be, or did I?
Ship systems have been installed.
No, they're set to residence. They're just not filling the enforcer jobs for whatever reason. They should be, looking at everything here, just that they are not. Apparently no one wants to be a cop in Star Wars. Alright, new Infinity Gate completed. Probably should work on a second one over here at Levian. Well, not a second one, like another. A second in this general vicinity. Let's spread our Chiss rule over here as well. Alright, Gurban, you're all upgraded, so let's send you out. We'll send you to Ashan first, and then from Ashan, still gonna take 519 days. Even with going there and then going there. Oh, that is horrible. Eventually, we're going to actually get into the positive experience for our little group here. You think that with the Corellians being like more diplomacy focused, Xenophile gives them an extra envoy. I don't think being a democracy does, but still. You'd think that they'd be focusing more, at least put another envoy into our alliance, but apparently not. They don't care about us. Of course, in all honesty, I don't care about them. How are we doing on our comparisons? Let's see. Fleet power is 26,190. Mine, as of the upgrades, 28,435. Are we close to taking over? Because I think fleet power is what determines who's the leader. Sort by fleet power. So, like, even though fleet power on the diplomacy screen shows us as being stronger, oh, because they're part. Okay, I see. So their diplomatic fleet power is lower, but their actual fleet power is higher. I think 29,121. If I look at my my 28,634, or so, even though my diplomatic fleet power is higher, the actual from fleets is quite a bit lower. 21 versus 29. Okay, yeah. So I think it doesn't use diplomatic weight fleet power. It uses, like, from fleets, I guess, fleet power. That's the only thing I can guess anyways. And speaking of fleet power, what happened here? Did our war economy come to an end? I think so. And we're finally starting to remove more of this criminal underworld stuff. That is good. So since it does do that for our fleet power, I'm going to have to expand our naval capacity. Because I want to make sure that we can eventually have more fleets. That we can take control of this alliance. Because then we can start to just do invasions to expand the alliance. Once we start to do that, then we can really start the ball rolling to, you know, take control of the galaxy. All right, where's the... Oh, there it is. Naval Command Post. Lots of naval command posts that we can build, and eventually they'll do their contributions. Have I done a garrison here? I'm guessing I have. Oh, duh, there it is, fortress. What the hell did I just... No, don't build a gravity generator. Naval command post. There we go. Or my... Oh yeah, my plasma cells are still holding up. Or not plasma cells, laser cells. Plasma cells are okay. But I'm not using those nearly anywhere like I am the lasers. Do a merchant center here. Even though the asteroid base isn't really doing a lot of trade, but we'll have it there for the availability. Alright. Have I not done a naval? Heritage, oh my goodness. Military. No, I think I have. Where is it then? I keep losing where these naval command stations are or whatever. Oh, there it is, naval headquarters. Okay, so that's all maxed out. I think where it shows up is supposed to be at the end. At the end of the list of, because there is a certain like organization to the buildings that you have on worlds. Who rivaled me? Oh, the Ryloth.
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
Alright, Admiral Guruman, you and your little friend are almost over there. Oh, so long.
I await your
Of course, even our construction ship has been traveling for a few real-life minutes now, and they still aren't over there. I mean, I guess this is kind of a long track of space to go on, and as far as I can tell, there aren't actually any hyperroutes that increase the speed. Helen he had a hyperroute, but beyond that...
Удар статьи.
What is this? 28? Oh, they're into Bothan clan space now. Yeah, speed up the Bothans. Cause the Bothans to begin their war of extermination against you eventually. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but for those who don't know, in the Yuzhan Vong War, well, actually kind of like towards the end and then after, because of the amount of damage that the Yuzhan Vong did and the size of the threat that they presented to the galaxy, specifically to the Bothans. The Bothans pretty much declared a war to exterminate the Yuuzhan Vong. Ooh, these things have big lasers on them. Tatcraft class. What is that? Rock Spitter melting beams they have. I don't remember them having melting beams, but apparently they do. But yeah, the Vong definitely aren't going to last once I get Admiral Gurumon over here. I think Admiral Lies, I will keep him back in my territory to continue, because we'll probably find someone else to begin conquest with as well.
I am here on behalf
And
of
it could be the
Galactic
Empire. Fleet power 17,185. They got their fleets back up somehow. Yeah, the Empire might be a good target
Permission granted to land on platform 3.
to expand into. 'Cause they have some space that would be nice to take over for future expansion, so like coming all the way down to here. And then we'll like consolidate the territory that we have with the Corellians. Maybe set up some hypergates near them, and then the Corellians can actually travel a little bit better. Actually thinking about it, probably would have been nice in that war with the Tian hegemony to try and grab something kind of like in the middle, just to be able to transfer ships quicker into this area of space. But
Away teams are making
Oh well.
progress on a colony.
indiscriminate. I was looking to see if the Yuuzhan Vong would wipe out the entire
Our
planet.
outpost is expanding.
Maybe turn it into a tomb world or something, but that is not the case. So just like the original Scourge, they are going to be stuck at that world, just bombarding it and not doing anything else. Well, I don't think I saw anything about the Stellaris developers doing anything to improve the way the Scourge operate. So that's going to be unfortunate. That even when we get, you know, the next update, which should have all the espionage mechanics and all that, I don't think the Scourge are going to be updated to work properly. I don't know what it is, but like, either their invasion fleets need to be improved in a way to just turn worlds into tomb worlds, or maybe the whole mechanic of having transport fleets needs to change. So that if you're invading with ships and cause enough damage to a world, that eventually you can take over a world with those ships, maybe. I don't know.
Construction is complete.
There's something specific about the way the Scourge endgame crisis, and by extension the Yuuzhan Vong here in Fallen Republic, that just it breaks down the endgame crisis. I'm trying to think what difficulty I had the endgame crisis at. Was it just like 1x? That might have been. So perhaps it's because I didn't have the endgame crisis ranked up versus Grand Admiral AI that it didn't perform as well? I don't know. I can only theorize. One thing I hope the Fallen Republic team does do is they do have to kind of figure out more expansive heavy dreadnoughts and all that. Like, having the Bellator for everyone, nah, I'm not exactly a fan of that. They can do better. Actually not sure what changes are coming to Fallen Republic in any of the future updates. I was on the Discord relatively recently, and I was kind of looking through stuff, but either I didn't look hard enough or they just didn't have it posted. I just didn't see anything that kind of indicated what they're up to from there. Well, I think once the Yuuzhan Vong are defeated, kind of like as a last step, I will work to take over the Rebel Alliance. If I can take over the Rebel Alliance, then that's pretty much a guarantee that our forces are unstoppable. So yeah, once the Yuuzhan Vong are defeated, we'll move to the Rebel Alliance, and then that will probably be it for this playthrough. As I said a few episodes ago, I'm thinking of probably doing a playthrough of Thrawn's Revenge here on the channel. I'm trying to think if I've ever done Empire at War. I may have done Empire at War a little bit when I was doing Twitch streams and just transferring them over. Back when I did like Star Wars month or 2 months or whatever at the end of 2019. Can't quite remember if I did though. I know I've tried a couple times to play Empire War on Twitch, and it's actually for those who've watched here and then watch on Twitch, I've kind of taken a break from Twitch, trying to lose weight, and the streaming for like 8 hours, I don't know, it affects my eating habits. I mean, I can't entirely blame Twitch, because I've been off of Twitch now for a couple weeks. And I was doing good on like the first week. The problem though, I just had no energy at all. So I kind of changed up my my eating patterns again. And so now my weight loss has stagnated, so that's not exactly good, but at least I did lose a few pounds from where I was. So, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure things out, and it's like every weight loss journey, it's a work in progress. But at the very least, I can say, since I've kind of taken a break from Twitch, I have been doing better at getting myself to work out on my treadmill more. So, I'm at least trying to be a little bit more active there. I've been averaging around 5 days a week the last couple weeks, so that part I'm happy with. And if I can continue that, even if I'm not necessarily losing weight because of the way I eat, I'll at least be a little bit more fit. So I'll say definitely having the treadmill. Oh, come on, quit being stuck here. Definitely buying the treadmill, because I bought it at the beginning of 2020. Had no idea of how much I would use it because of the pandemic and all of that, but it definitely came in handy, because otherwise I would have been just laying around all the time, and oh, that would have been bad. So it definitely paid for itself. I know Pickle is always saying, oh, just go for a walk in my neighborhood, but I've done that before. It's okay, but then it just, I don't know. So what I usually do, I have a controller for my phone, and I have a place to put my phone on the treadmill. So I've been playing Digimon World DS on a Nintendo DS emulator on my phone. It's been enjoyable. Even if there's a few Digimon that I want to find that I have not found. And also, I know I've been focusing mostly on Star Wars games, but if there's ever a desire to see, like, I don't know, one of the Digimon games, that could be something to try. But I don't know. I mean, Digimon has still remained relatively popular even if I don't know if the shows have remained as popular as they were back in the 90s and like the early 2000s. But I think the games have remained a little bit popular. Obviously, it's not Pokemon by any means, but it's still a little something. All right, well, eventually here, we will make it to this Yuzan Vong fleet. So slow. Yeah, if I have one other request for Fallen Republic, probably like if we could get a scaled down version of the map, maybe. But the slowness may not be necessarily that. It could be the pop issue, which is something that's supposed to be working on or being worked on by the Stellaris team. From the stuff I've been reading, I haven't seen any updates lately in the
Additional
recent dev
infrastructure
diaries
is now operational.
that the Stellaris team have done. So I'm not entirely sure if they are adding anything there. I don't know. So that's something that we'll have to wait and see. It would be nice to get an update to Pops to make them work better with the next updates. But again, we don't even have a release date on the new DLC as far as I'm aware. But that's kind of how Paradox operates. They don't really announce the release date until it's probably like a couple of weeks away. Which makes sense because then you avoid the stuff of having, you know, the focus on release dates. If it's not ready to go out, they don't release it. Not saying that they haven't released stuff that's been not exactly the best, but, you know, every game developer nowadays seems to be like that. Alright, folks, so we're going to end it here for today. Tomorrow we're going to begin to work against the Yuzan Vong, which should go pretty well. Unless I've just completely underestimated the power of their ships and we get totally destroyed, which could happen. This melting beam here could just completely decimate us and then we'd be all dead. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and I will see you all in the next episode.